Yeah, man, that dude's got some pipes
Good
on him.
song,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
Seriously, it's so good. And I feel like
Yeah.
everyone perfectly complements his voice.
Yeah, for sure. Like the production is super crunchy, but like in a way that really, yeah, kind of like, you know, works well with the little bit of rasp that he has in his voice when he really like pushes it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, so all of their songs they've put out, I mean, you really never know what you're going to get when you open it up, because it's, you know, they'll do stuff like this, and then they'll do stuff that's really soft that feels like it can't even be the same band with how, you know, drastic of a change there is in how it sounds. It's any song you click on by Hollow Hill is a great experience.
And it seems like they're really like releasing a lot of stuff recently. Like they released the first EP, which I presume is their first full-length EP.
Yeah, I would assume so too. Yeah,
they've. I guess looks like they started releasing stuff in 2021, so they're super new. Like we're getting in on the ground floor of these guys.
Yeah, pretty new. But man, they're putting out great stuff.
That is awesome, and yeah, the production on this is so good. Like that bass tone is just like, that is my goal for like a good crunchy bass tone.
It's super. Yeah, it's money.
I also love how in the breakdown bridge kind of section, I love too with his voice the counterpoint of the line from the bridge with underneath it more softly. I think it's the line from the chorus. Yeah. And the way that those two play off of each other sounds really good. I always love when that gets done really well, because it just feels so epic, and it feels like everything is coming full circle before the last chorus just really kind of, you know, blasts off.
Yeah, well, it's hard to do well. I mean, there's plenty of bands that try to do something like that. I mean, you know, if they clash even a little bit, the whole thing kind of falls apart. So yeah, I love it when stuff like that gets done really well.
I feel like one of the biggest reasons why it's so hard to do is you need to have two very distinct melodies that have enough space in them to let the other one shine, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people kind of do it, and they put, you know, they've got this like really wordy, you know, line or whatever, and it just, you know, it just becomes garbled, and you can't hear one or the other and kind of like make the distinction, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And I think it's a really fine line where you want enough going on between the two that they're both interesting and you want to listen to them both, but if there's too much going on, then they start to fight each other, and it doesn't work as well.
And we were kind of talking about minimalism with the last song that I played, and I think that that's kind of where that, you know, really, you know, helps you out a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So
my next song is a song that I found on TikTok, but it's not your stereotypical TikTok song.
Sure.
This is by a band called Thor Axe, and they are, I found them because I believe he's their guitarist. He has a TikTok where he talks about like music production, and talks about, you know, being an independent DIY band, which is like some really, you know, very useful type of stuff as far as like, you know, how to deal with, you know, X, Y, or Z happening when you're, you know, your own management, your own support, and all that.
Yeah, there's a serious lack of that kind of content. And we were talking about that today. I mean, just with the number of things we've had to figure out as we've gone along, you know, we could make some pretty decent tutorials at this point. So we were considering, you know, how we could go about doing something like that.
Yeah, and that's very similar to the type of stuff that he does, just talking about, you know, all of that type of stuff, and, you know, how to get this tone to work really well in a mix, but then he also, you know, just makes like funny, dumb sketches and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this band is his band. They're from St. Louis, and this song is called Total Victory by Thor Axe.